What's up? Let me see. I think this is YouTube, and we got TikTok back here. So let me click on the TikTok. All right. So we got TikTok. What's up, TikTok? This is your bold, big Drayster, Drayster dog. Um. Okay. So now we got to get Facebook on. So let's see what's going on with the internet with Facebook lookers. All right. So I'm gonna have some internet issues here. So let's see if we can get Facebook in. All right, let's try to see if we can get Facebook in. It's been tripping out lately. Cause this phone here that I'm using, all of the phones except for you guys here on TikTok, I think, right? What phone? Yeah, that's my newest phone. But let me see here. Sometimes I have to try it 2 or 3 or 4 times before Facebook pops on. So the internet is acting weird. So let me go to my internet thing. Some Wi-Fi is on. All right, let me see. Wi-Fi is on. All right, so should be able to click to my Wi-Fi. Um, so let me see. Join Wi-Fi. All right, so I'm supposed to be join Wi-Fi, but I see the check mark there. All right. Sometimes it takes a minute for this older phone. This is my 6S Plus. So let me see what it let me in now. So after a few times, it eventually let me go ahead and get Facebook in. And there's Facebook. So Facebook is coming on in. What's up, Facebook? All right, there's Facebook. Facebook, Instagram. Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. What up? This is your Bo. I'm back at the keys again. And my name is, of course, Andre Clark. But my of course, on Facebook is Bishop Drayster Clark. TikTok, I think I'm Bishop Drayster Clark over there, I believe. Oh yeah, I see it at the top. And then over YouTube, I am AKA Andre Clark. What's up, y'all? Hope everybody is doing fantastic, doing good, doing all right. I'm just back here at the keyboard, and I got y'all all in one location. Finally. Um, so I'm back at the board. I'm no keyboardist, and nothing like that. So, anyways, what's going on, Maria, Val, A13X? I think that's what it is. Greg, Jonathan. I hope I'm saying it right. Lennon, Lennon. And I think I see KAMNY. What's going on? DEGS. What up? And everybody that's on Facebook and anybody else that's coming on. Thank y'all for coming through, passing by, whatever. So as I move forward, YouTube, I'm not seeing why. I don't know why I'm seeing. I don't know why I'm not seeing nobody coming verbally on YouTube. So I might have to you go over here to my YouTube and see who's logged in and who's on. But hello, what's up? This is your bold Bishop Drayster Clark, aka Andre Clark. I came out with a book called Play by Sight. This is my rough draft of all these chords that I placed in this binder. I ran out of space, so I'm gonna have to go purchase me another binder with a thicker rail or whatever you want to call it, so I can put some more chords, the rest of my other chords that I hadn't been able to print out yet. So I gotta hold on for a minute, and so I can get that done and put these other chords in here. So I started out with 0, and then now my pages are so full from my play by sight and me sitting here at the keyboard every single time that I get a chance to do chords. So if you a keyboard player or you not a keyboard player and you know somebody that might want to be a keyboard player, or maybe be struggling slightly, or maybe they're not struggling, or they just want to learn how to play, I got you, or I got them if they want to learn sing chords. My website is Bishop Drayster Clark Hot Chords.info. I'll say that once again, Bishop Drayster Clark Hot Chords with the S behind that chords. I.info. And you can go over to do your digital download for your any device that you have. Next to it, it says download for Amazon. That will be for the physical copy. I didn't bring my physical copy. The book is in my trunk of my car. Maybe I should go get it right quick. But yes, you get the hardcover, and also we have the paper cover, and as well as Amazon, the digital download as well over there. Prefer that you guys go to my website to do the digital download there, because I get the majority of my royalty from the digital downloads from my website. Of course, Amazon gets whatever it is, the third or something like that, or I forget what the percentage is of. I forget what it is, whatever it is. Um, so basically, I might walk away with like $1 or $2 or something like that. But if you go to my digital download at my website, at least I walk away with $4. $4, $3 or something like that. And this thing is not about money with me, y'all. By the way, but it is the hard work that was put into the book by not only myself, but we got to give it up for my coworker, Miss Kelly. She is responsible for the diagram, the keyboard diagram, the color. This is just black and white over here. But for those who know, the color in my book is green. That was the first color we chose to rock with. Green. Let me see. Did I put a copy of the green one in here? These are black and white for here because that was just me using a regular printer. But this is the new color now. But let me go see if I can pull up that green so y'all can know what the green looks like. Oh, I think I'll tear the page almost. Here's the green. So this is the green. So we went green um, for my very first book, Play by Sight, edition number 1. And so yes, so we went green. So Kelly is responsible for the keyboard diagram, all right, and putting the dots where they need to be at, so you know exactly what chords you playing, what your left hand is doing, what your right hand is doing, what your left hand is doing, and what your right hand is doing, and what your left hand is doing. All right, so she is responsible for creating the diagram and the and putting the dots where they need to be, so you know what your left hand is doing, and what your right hand is doing, and what your left hand is doing, and what your right hand is doing. All right. My responsibility is make sure you understand what the chord you playing, and understand what your left hand is doing, because it's gonna say LH for short, and right for short, ARRH for short. So what your left hand is doing, and what your right hand is doing. All right. And also, my responsibility is to let you know what type of chords you're playing. If you're playing a G major 9 with the 13, that is the name of the chords that you're going to learn to understand how to do. And if you're doing another type of chord with a G over B, a G flat over a B flat kind of chord movement, or A flat over C, and then we have the D flat major chord. There's so many different ways to approach these chords. So I caught myself trying to work on trying to do different variations of how to do the chords one way and do it another way, blah 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 blah, and also do them in all 12 keys. So the book is a book of chords that are in all 12 keys that are taken away from songs that are out there that people are playing, and I pull those chords and put them in the library in all 12 keys. So you're gonna get your major chord with the add two in different inversions. The C7 with the sharp 9 flat 5, minor 11 flat 5, the minor 7 11. I did say the major 9 earlier, but that was with the 9 with the 13. There's all kinds of way of approaching various different chords. Your minor 9 11, and it's just an awesome book. Actually, I ain't gonna say you lie. I'm like, bro. And I can remember when I didn't know these chords. I just only know to play some of this stuff, but I didn't know exactly what I was playing. So now I have an understanding on what I'm playing, so that will allow me to at least be able to know how to do them in all 12 keys. So now I'm gonna turn my back to you guys so y'all can see over my head, or hopefully. So, if I understand the type of chord I'm playing, and every chord I'm talking about is in my play by sight, when I use the word every chord, the chords that I was able to publish in my first edition is in that edition. Anything that have not made it to the first edition, my second edition, technically today, y'all, it was the cutoff time for me to wrap things up and send my manuscript over to the company, but the book company that will generate my second book. Yes, that's right. The second number two edition number two. I'm gonna call him up today or tomorrow, actually, or maybe even Monday, and I'm gonna extend it until September the 5th. Yay! Only reason why I was gonna do that, let me see before I even say that first, because today is Friday. Um, Let me check to see if my Miss Editor was able to drop me. I think I had two more chapters to go, or three. Hold on. So let me check that before I even say anything else. But my goal was, and originally was to get up to chapter 29. Chapter 29 would have given me 77 pages. All right, 77 pages is where I wanted to stop at. That was my goal. No more than 80 pages. So before I say anything else, let me verify where I stopped off at, because I have to still go back and do what is called proofreading, meaning that I want to make sure everything's lined up, no mishaps, everything's lined up. All right, so it's loading. All right, so let me go ahead and oh man, I just kicked it out. Okay, hold on. So let me go ahead and just real fast, real quickly. Um, Let me see what chapter did I stop out at. I thought it was 23, and my goal was chapter 29. But I'm willing to stop the chapter at 25 and always pick up the next set of chords to go into the next book, which is be edition number 3. So if I get inspired enough, I may go ahead and start dropping some more chords for the next book, which is book number 3, edition number 3. So, because there's a point where I'm saying I may just do 4 books total of my special books, this like this, for people who want to know what the left hand is doing and what the right hand is doing, and so forth and so on. So I wanted to just get the special book out for people that you can see it, you can play it. So I had to call my book, of course, obviously, play by sight, and I could not name my book, reading by sight, or sight reading, or ear by play or something like that, because other people has already called their book that. So I'm the only one out of anybody on the planet of Earth has called my book, my brand, play by sight. And all I have to do now is just come up with a subtitle. So now I decided what my subtitle is. I did ask you guys if anybody wanted to give me a suggestion what I should call my second book as the subtitle, but I already decided since I didn't get any feedback. So now I'm gonna make that final decision. Then my feedback is gonna be what it's gonna be. All right, so let me scoop down here before I even go any further and see what chapter that I stopped off at, because every chord that I'm dropping in these books are chords that are being played by musicians who we might have a hard time getting them to show us how to do it. So, ooh, 23. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So 22 is where I stopped off at. So I got what? 23, 24, and 25. 3 more chapters. So that means all I need is three more dope chords. That's why I said this. Now, I could go ahead and close this out. All right. Close this out, this particular book, and stop this book at chapter 22. My first book went to chapter 18. So this time around, I wanted to push this a little bit further out because I wanted more chords out there this time around. In the beginning, I'll try to give you guys the theory behind the madness, to help fast track new beginner musicians who trying to learn how to play, learn your skills, right? Learn your chords, your major chord, minor chord, and all those chords that's in that particular book, in all 12 keys. Learn them before you go to chapter 9. Because when you get to chapter 9, you're going to be like, okay, this is some serious stuff over here. Because chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, that's when we're going to be really getting into for real, from some stuff that you really really want to learn how to do. And must know how to do, actually. All right? All right, so that's when I turned the heat up over in chapter 9. I gave y'all some mediocre stuff in chapter number 2, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8. But now we gonna go to chapter 9 in my first book that came out, Some Heat. So this time around in this book, I'm coming heavy. From off the gate, they say. I'm coming heavy from the gate. From the gate, we coming straight up. All right. Now, I did give y'all some theory, small amount of theory in the first chapter of this book. So, in the chapter of Play by Sight, you're gonna get some baby theory. Very small. All right. Very little. And then chapter number 2 is on. Actually, no, it doesn't stop at start at chapter 2. Actually, it starts at, let me see, hold on. I think it started at chapter number 6, I think it was. Hold on. 2. Yeah, I was right. Chapter 2. Chapter 2, that's when we going all in. Chapter 2 is when you gonna get the heat. Y'all, because I told y'all I was trying to fast track the new beginners and maybe some intermediate level musicians. All right? It don't matter how old you are. I don't care if you're 2 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old, or 30 years old, 100 years old. This book, edition number 1 and 2, is going to get you on the narrow and straight way. I promise you. You will thank me later. People think that, okay, I got to learn chord progressions, right? But do you know how to play them in all 12 keys? Because you can learn a chord progression, but do you got time to transpose? There are people who are struggling in transpose. I was that one. Yes, I was definitely, promise you, I was that one. And I got to saying, man, it's really difficult. But everybody's life is different. That's all I got to say. Everybody has a different type of life on why they can't transpose. And so now we got this thing about musicians. You gotta see these videos popping up about musicians going into the utility button, cheating, scrolling on down to transpose, and it's sounding great. But as soon as I hit that transpose button, go up. I'm still in the same key, but I just transpose. Go Well, why am I doing that? Why am I actually doing that? So for a beginner musician, you have a better start than anybody who's already been sort of playing for a little while and can't transpose, or they too lazy to transpose. So my book, Play by Sight, edition 1 and 2, and if I get inspired, I might do the 3, and then the number 4. My 4th book, I may just go ahead and do those chord progressions. What we mean, because someone asked me, well, what do you do Do some chord progressions in the book. What's the point of having a library of chords? The whole point of it is it's simple. And the whole point is this. Watch this. The whole point is somebody playing something and I don't know how to play chord progressions, then how could I play chord progressions if I don't know chords? Duh. All right. I don't know a library of chords. Duh. So how am I supposed to learn how to play a chord progression? I might listen to something and somebody be doing something and I'm like, oh my god. Well, okay. I'm gonna be scratching my head trying to figure out what that is. What is that musician doing? All right. So my play by sight is gonna take care of that because I'm dropping chords that people are doing. I prayed about this before I wrote this book, back matter of fact, for a while. Way back. Right? I prayed about this because people was shooshing me off. Oh, go connect with this person, take lessons with this guy, go over here, take lessons over here, and I did it all. Believe me, the church was paying for it, I was paying for it at some point, and I was like, you know what, this ain't working. I prayed and I cried and I cried and I prayed. I'm like, God, why can I not just get this right? Now I'm almost 100 years old, and all of a sudden, pow, I got it. Right now I'm learning this stuff. Playing these chords. I didn't always did this stuff. I didn't always do that, y'all. Now there's this saying, there's a lack of knowledge. My old boss used to tell me the lack of knowledge can either make you or break you. So what you don't know, you can't play. What you unlearn about, you can't play it. I'm sorry, y'all. Do I sound like a teacher? But the truth of the matter is, if you don't know your tritones, the truth of the matter is, if you don't learn your scales, the truth of the matter, if you don't know the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The truth of the matter is, if you don't know a major 7 chord, a minor chord, the diminished chord, the truth of the matter is, if you don't know the concept behind the madness, you will struggle. So play by sight. Yes, I'm bringing y'all out. All right, somebody sung that song, "Bring You Out." Da 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 da. He bring you out. Da 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 da. He'll bring you out. All right, all right. Da 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 da. Oh yeah. Play by sight. We finna get y'all out of that. Right. So I'm bringing every chord that I can think of that my hand smashes down on the keyboard. Bring my little chair thing over here. Where my hands come to. Oh, where's that? The chords is in the book. I'm just saying, y'all. Okay, ooh, that was a little bit exciting there, wasn't it? Yes. The chords is in the book. Chapter 2. Major. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Right? Chapter 2. Chapter 2, major. 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 Major, major. A flat major chord. I can do in a different version. A flat. B flat. Let's go to B. Let's go to D flat. It's in the book. E flat. So if this song, somebody was doing that song, or whatever the song is, y'all, I promise you the chorus is in my book. All right? It's going to be edition number 1. I can't wait to get this edition number 2 out because it's going to be even more fire. All right? Fire. All right? And once upon a time, y'all, I didn't know this stuff. All right? So get your copy. Yes, get your copy, right? Minor 9, minor 9, minor 9, minor 9, minor 9, minor 9 11, y'all. I didn't know this stuff, right? So musically wise, now that I learned this stuff, I can create my own music. At the end of the day, there are other people who already came with this idea. I'm just now discovering it on my own. And no, I am not copycatting from somebody else. This is just me sitting here playing chords that I have what? Ended up learning. And not because John showed me how to do it, but John might have told me, you might want to learn what the major nine is, the minor nine is, your diminished major seven with the flat five, your dominant chord, your whatever it is, you know. Uh oh, uh oh, uh oh. Here we go. Uh oh. Minor 911. We get rid of that bass. Transpose it. Am I copycat from somebody? No. Because I understand the concept. It's not because I copy from somebody else, because I understand the concept. Transposing. 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 I'm transposing. I'm not hitting the transposing button. I'm out of that. So I've learned the concept, right? You know, transposing, right? All right, you know, stop cheating yourself out of learning how to play it. I would say for a beginner musician, you're in a wonderful spot or a wonderful situation because at the beginning, you're going to start learning how to do your scales in all 12 keys. Chapter number 1, edition number 1 book. I can be musical now because now I understand major, inversion, inversion. Back to it, right? So I understand my inversion. Root, first inversion coming up. I might use the same fingering. Now I'm going to use the scale. Wait a minute, did I transpose the keyboard back? Hold on. Let me transpose the keyboard back. Put the keyboard back where it's supposed to be at. Get out of it. Now we didn't see that. I gotta transpose the keyboard back. Now I transpose the keyboard back. I'm just using scale. And then I'm the inversion. Get rid of that bass line for a second. Now for the root. want this to be a musical. Now I'm going to use my major 7. I want to put a C chord. Let's do it inside. Now let's go to a G chord. Major 7. Go to a G chord, we'll play a G minor, major 9. G, major 7. Go to a G chord. Let's do an inversion of it. Second inversion is go root. Let's play first inversion. I could have put it here. Now I can play you. So the lack of knowledge can make you or break you. So what you don't know, obviously you're not going to be good at what you want to be good at. So let's play by sight. My idea is to bring these chords to you. All right, get these chords to you. Go on over to Amazon, get your copy now. All right, because my next book is going to be even more fire. So that way y'all going to have 2 books with some fire stuff in it. All right, 2 books. All right, we're going to have some serious fire going on over here. It's all about practicing. Now, if you're a beginner musician, you say to yourself, oh man, how could I get better at what I need to get better at? Well, obviously my book is going to get you there for sure, but you will not have an issue with that anymore. But I had an issue with, man, how could I get better at what I need to get better at? And what I ended up doing was, with some musicians, I'm going to think, I'm going to say the names out loud, maybe I should, but I would give some thanks to some musicians that told me, hey man, you know what, you know, you need to go practice, but I didn't know what they were saying at the time. Go practice, man. I'm like, what do I need to practice to get better at? And they didn't really say. However, they did say, hey, you could be, you can kind of, the rehearsals where I play at, you can come to the Sunday services where I play at. If I got to go do a gig somewhere else, you can come there, bring your recorder, do your thing. And sure enough, I was obedient. I did exactly what they said, but I still didn't understand it first because I was like, well, why y'all just show me what to do? But maybe they just had the time of the day to show me. Some maybe didn't want to. Some maybe kind of sort of helped me a little bit. Well, the ones who didn't, they sent me all, go over here, check out Homeboy. Go over here, do this, go there, go this. So I did all that. I've been there, done all of that. And I got tired of crying, I got tired of praying, I got tired of getting slapped in the head with some oil. Yeah, the holy oil, the missionaries, the pastor, the evangelist, the whoever came to the church and prophesied to me and slapping me with some oil and telling me this, telling me that, slapping me on the hand and talking about I'm going to be anointed and I'm going to be this and I'm going to be that. It never, that's not what God wanted me to do at that time. I think God wanted to make sure that I was going to be humble enough so when he do get this to me, I'm not going to be arrogant. I'm not going to be stingy and crazy with it. Right? Did y'all hear what I'm saying? I ain't going to act a fool. All right? So I think there was a reason behind the madness. I'm going to think, like, I started this trying to learn how to play when I was 16. Right? Halfway. All right, I'm 100 years old right now. So all of a sudden now I get this and I'm like, God, why now? I'm an OG right now. Why couldn't I get this when I was 16? Why could I have not learned this stuff? Yeah. Why couldn't I have gotten this long time ago? So there must have been a reason for the madness. And the only thing I could think of being because matured, I think that I probably would have been cocky. No, dog. You ain't getting these chords. No, dog. Y'all ain't getting these chords. I'm sorry. No, thank you. You better figure this out on your own. Nah, I think the Lord knew where I was going to be at. Right? So go over to Amazon, or actually go to my website, Bishop Drayson Clark Hot Chords www.info. I forgot I actually have it right in front of me. www. All right. Actually, this is the old one. Actually, ooh, I gotta update this one. This is wrong. This was my original cover from the book. A whole nother book. Okay, I gotta change it because this is not right. But it's Bishop Drayster Clark. Actually, it's a piece of it that I didn't put the bishop in there. This was the website I had previously, and that got closed down, shut down. So y'all just made me think. Now I gotta redo this my front copy, my front cover page. But yeah, so Bishop Drayster. At least Drayster is still there. Sorry, Bishop Drayster, hot chords with the S. All right. Instead of com is info. So I gotta redo this. I just looked at it and said, um, so yeah, I gotta print that out. So for my rough draft. So yes, Bishop Drayster Clark Hot Chords info. Or you can go, like I said, directly to Amazon and go get your copy now. All right. So now I said earlier that I saw that I had stopped at chapter 22, I believe it was. So before I say anything else, as I said mentioned earlier, today is today's Friday, right? And today was supposed to be my deadline to lock this book in and send my data over to the book company, Arthur's Book Hubs out in Florida, for the agent to go ahead and lock this book in, and we're gonna get it published on around somewhere the beginning part of September. Now that I just thought about something, so my aim or my goal was to get to chapter 25. So I had gotten to chapter 22, but I still have to do my proofreading first, and then I had to go to chapter 5 because I found out in chapter 23, I believe it was the same chords that I was already didn't realize that I had already put it in chapter 5, so I moved it from chapter 23 up to chapter 5. So now I got an empty page left over. So now before I even say anything else, I now officially has stopped at 22, I believe it was. Chapter 22, 21, and here he is, chapter number 22. That gives me about 63 pages. All right? 63 pages, yes. And again, I was going to take this all the way to chapter 25. That would leave me with 23, 24, and 25. 3 more chords to drop in this book. Now, as I said before I say anything further, I'm going to have to push this out to September 5th to finalize everything. Actually, before September 5th, but that's my deadline. September 5th of next month to finalize this, and then I'm going to kick this book out to my editor out in Florida. And so now, before I say anything else, let me see if my Miss Kelly, yes, give it up for Kelly. If she's on today, if she dropped me the 3 more chords between today and Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, then I'm going to go ahead and have 25 pages. So hold on, let me check my email because I just woke up. So if she dropped me some more chords today, and or the rest of the other 3 chords that I actually wanted to put in this book, if I get some today, Saturday or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, then I'll now feel like I'm somewhat completed my task. All right. So let's see if Miss Kelly was able to drop me some chords today, if she's at work today, or on her day off or whatever. Let's see. So far, nothing yet. So far, not today. All right. So that means she's off today. All right. So, or number 2, she's super busy. That's the first couple of hours of her shift. I think she started at 10:30, 1 to 3. So on her break, she'll drop me some chords. So today is Friday, so I'm assuming she's off, or I'm assuming she's strapped with too much going on. So I don't see any chords in here on my email, in the email. I know the last time I was speaking to y'all when I was online, she had sent the chords, and I didn't know that until the very next day. And I was like, oh wow, okay, cool. I can go ahead and drop these chords in there and keep it pushing. And then of course I have to keep up with my contents, all right. My contents has to match the chapter. The chapter has to match the contents. And all that good stuff. So far, not today. So I think it might be her day off. So maybe over the weekend I may see the rest of the other three chords or more, depending on how her day is going. All right. So not today, not right now. At this hour, probably later on. And if not, no big deal. Um, I still have to up to September 5th to shut this thing down, but I might do it before then. All right. So all depends on what I get today, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I guess. When did Monday start? September something? I think Monday is September the 1st. Yep. Um, yeah, is that Monday? I think so. Yeah, Monday, September the 1st. So around the 1st, 2nd, or the 3rd, that's when I'm going to shut this thing down and finalize the content, finalize all of the chords, make sure everything and all of the chords are lined up, notes and everything like that. And then I want to make that phone call for the editing company to send me the contract so I can fill out the contract, pay their money, send the manuscript over to them. I have quite a bit to do. So once the first thing is I definitely for sure need to get my this second book in the folder. That was a challenge for me when I first was doing this because I was trying to figure out how you drag and drop, and I'm OG, I'm old school, so I don't know how to do this stuff. So I was trying to figure out how you drag your chords into a folder, what we call a manuscript, and then once you get it into the folder, then move that folder over into an email, or a little thing that they will send to me, and then it gets to them, and then also make my payment on the book. So those few things that I got to do. So that's what's up. So far, as we talking, I'm assuming she's either off, or I'm assuming that she's super busy and she has no time to be sitting here trying to drop chords on her break or lunch break and stuff like that. So right now it's like 4:30. Usually the latest or the earliest I usually see it is about 3 o'clock, or the latest is about 5. Because I think, hold on, yeah, I think she's like 10 to 6 or 6:30. So that would be like the last time. So if it's get past 5 o'clock and I don't see nothing, then it won't be nothing today. That I'll be dropping any more chords in this book. Then again, it might. All depends on when she gets the time out and break. But I did get my last few chords on yesterday, and yep. So I did those today, and but I gotta go back in, like I said, and make sure everything is lined up chord wise, chord name, and the whole nine, all that stuff. So that's what's up, y'all. So I'm back on the keys. So maybe I gotta keep an ear all open for these emails. Let me Let me turn on Mama Mac over here. Come on, Mama Mac. Sometimes I hear old Baby Mac over here. Baby Mac, she be telling me, talking to me too. Like, Baby Mac will let me know, ding ding. And then I got an email that I know, okay, she's sending me some thing. Anyway, come on, Mama Mac, you gonna wake up? There she go. Oh, she not talking? You not talking to me today, Mama Mac? Oh, there she go. There she go. Ooh, she don't want to talk to me today. Oh, wow. HDMI 1L. Oh, there she go. Okay. All right. So, sometimes Mama Mac over here, I call her Mama Mac. My new Mama Mac over here, Mac the Big Mac. I call her Mama Big Mac. Then I got Baby Mac over here. When y'all want to learn how to play some nice chords like that, play like the pros, sound like the pros. Yes. So that's where I was at with this, y'all. So play by sight. You guys got the name of the book. Let me switch over. I'm not talking to you, my man. I know. She want to talk now. So yes, play by sight edition number 1. Edition number 2 is on the way. And again, if I get inspired between today and September 5th, I may come with the 3rd book. But I'm trying to spread the book out some because it is costly to have books to be done and whatnot. But you know, and then somebody y'all want to bless a brother like that to help me push these books out faster, and you want to donate and help me do that and to help me with the cost or whatever, then I'll be able to smash these books out a lot faster. But the editors, they're trying to give me advice, say, hey man, spread it out 3 months apart or 2.5 months apart, whatever. I'm just trying to get the books out there as fast as I can and get it over with, because life is what it is. Things do happen, things do come up. I was extremely sick at one point until almost I'm getting emotional, but almost unto death. And I thought I was not gonna be here, and I thought I was out of this world. But God said not today. So let me get this off of here. How do I move this off my screen? I was gonna do a Ecamm live, purchase it, but now I have the demo and I'm trying to figure out. I guess I'll leave it here. So Ecamm allow me to be able to do video. Y'all see my face. Y'all can see the keyboard, the MIDI, the whole thing, the keyboard lighting up, all that kind of stuff. I hadn't gotten to purchase the product yet. I do like it. So I may eventually go ahead and purchase it eventually, so y'all can see the keyboard, see my face, all that stuff. Alright, so today it's time to learn some stuff, right? It's time to practice, it's time to have fun. I'm back at the keyboard. I'm not a keyboardist, but however, I'm gonna work on trying to learn how to be a keyboard player. I'm an organ player. Keyboard ain't my thing, but I'm on it. Alright, I like listening to stuff. I like trying to figure out, listen to stuff, and see can I learn to play it. I probably would never play it, some stuff nowhere, but I will do what's called takeaway, like, you know, whatever chords that I might hear that musicians applying into their playing. I might take the idea, maybe not the idea, maybe I already know the idea because I just told y'all it's already here in my books. So it's not like I'm out here stealing nobody's chords in case some persons, and I'm gonna be nice when I say this word, but but in case somebody, oh my God, you stealing my chords. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. I've been doing this since I've been doing this type of stuff, but not on this level with putting it in the book like this. But I have other music books. What I do with them? Oh, here it is. A gang of them over here on the side over here. Placing chords in books like this and on stuff like this. I've been doing this since 2000, or a little bit before 2000 actually. You know, transcribing chords. That's all I was doing. I didn't have no organ at the time. I didn't have no keyboard at the time, but I was imagining chords in my head and sit down and play them or pretending I'm playing them and just imagining chords. So yes, I had to gather a whole bunch of these books, and I think over here I got about maybe 13 or no 15 and a few over there, and then I have a closet behind me. I got maybe another 13 or 14 of these books where I just sit there and be transcribing chords. And at the time I had the type of job where all I do was just sit, right? Sit and write, making up stuff, see if it makes sense. Let's see, I'll voice this one. And this is me thinking I'm on an organ. Let me see. a G9 chord. Thank God for Cordy. Now, see, Cordy came into the play. And back in the day, I told y'all, said the lack of knowledge can make you or break you, but I didn't know what I was doing. Right? I was just making stuff up. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. And then, oh, okay. Alright, so I was making stuff up. I was writing this type of stuff, y'all. I'm trying to make this legitimately place in a real, well, a real book. Alright. Maybe I should go outside and get my book, my music book, so y'all can see what's happening. I'm trying to legitimately put chords and movements in the book. Let me see what I was doing again. Let me see how I'll finger this. Alright. That's the first chord. Let's see. What's the next move? Let's see. Alright. So I'm thinking of an organ. So I'm on an organ. So, so I'm doing stuff. Okay? I'm thinking of ideas of chords that I can mess around with. Alright, that was over D, up D, and then the next chord, we're gonna go play this voice. I'm thinking of stuff that I can do on an organ as well as the keyboard, right? This is the stuff that I'm trying to, let me start using that word I'm trying. This is the stuff that I'm actually putting in an actual real, for real, what they want to call it, legitimate book being published. Because I feel that a lot of musicians don't know these moves. They don't know these chord moves that they can do. They don't know these moves that they can actually play. I'm sorry. The first chord was. The second chord was. Third chord. The fourth chord. Well, let's put our bass to it now. Put the next bass. The next bass. Let's see. Put the next bass. Let's see. Oh, hold up. Hold up. I'm just saying, y'all, for my beginner musician, y'all may not know this type of stuff, right? So I am working on placing stuff in the book so that you can learn this stuff that you might hear other musicians doing. This ain't me stealing stuff from nobody. Proof. That's me. It says homework. My homework. This is me all day. This ain't John, Jerry, Harry, Barry, Cinderella. All right, sitting down, showing me how to play this. This ain't me going over in somebody's church and saying I'm gonna steal their chord. This is me sitting down here every single day, all day as much as I could, on my job that I had at the time for the position that I had to sit here and transcribe all day, all night, basically. And you see, I opened up the book and I'm like, oh, okay. Honestly, I don't even remember doing all this. This is the craziest thing. I'm like a little 2-year-old. Oh wow. Like, oh wow, did I really? I'm like this. This is think of it. If this wasn't me who did all this, I'm just looking at it like that. But I did all this, and I don't even remember me doing all this, y'all. This is crazy. This is the funniest, craziest thing on the planet. But my point I'm just trying to get at is I'm thinking of this as me being a student or somebody new learning. All right, so let me see baseline on here. Far as I can say, somebody else did this. This is say Joe Blow. Joe Blow written this, and I got a hold to it. So I'm gonna open up this thing and see what I get from Joe Blow, right? Joe Blow did what? A flat? Now I'm thinking that if I'm on organ player, come back here, fellas. I'm on organ player. So what was Joe Blow thinking when he did this? A flat, B flat, and the right hand is C sharp, B flat. Oh man! Oh wow! Okay, now thank God for chordy, cause I didn't know what this chord is. I just only know what I put down. Once I started learning what my scale notes were, I didn't know numbers, but I knew my scale notes in all 12 keys. Because someone said, you better learn how to do your scales, bro. So I had to sit here and learn my scales, y'all. In all 12 keys. In all 12 keys. This will help me build chords. This actually helped me build these chords. It's how I was able to generate chords by learning skills, and then all of a sudden I started going, oh, okay, hold on, maybe I could do this now. Oh, I didn't know what it was. Oh, wow, okay. And I start writing. Oh, wow, I start writing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, I start writing. Transcribing it. Didn't know what I was doing. Alright? But it sounded nice. Oh, let's get back to this one. What chord is this, y'all? Okay, something stuck. What's stuck? Something stuck. Let me see. Alright, yeah. So what chord is this y'all playing? Thank God for chordy. It's a B flat minor 7 with the 11. Oh, thank God. Chordy is my friend now, y'all. Chordy is my friend. All right. So yes. So I have a minor chord here. A B flat minor 7 11. Guess what I'm gonna do? or I do what is called press. Photoshop. Let's get that Photoshop going. Come on, let's go. Let's get at it. All right, Photoshop. And I got this B flat minor 7 11 chord. Okay? How about my hands in shape, did it? All right, cool. Now, if I'm ready to send this chord off in all 12 keys to my editor, which is Miss Kelly, she's gonna do her thing. When she's finished doing her thing, she's gonna put these chords on the piano chart, on like the way you guys seen it in the book. So we can go to my email. Let's go to the email. Oop, that's the folder. Let's go to the email. When she's finished doing her thing, oh, hold on, that's the website. Where's my email at? Hey, hit the wrong button. All right, then I go to my email. She's gonna send me back those same chords, and they're gonna be on the piano chart diagram. And then this is what the results are. Open that up. It's loading. Come on. There it is. That's what the chords will be in all 12 keys. Load it up. Sent back to me. Once it's sent back to me, I take it, copy and paste, and put it in the book that I'm writing, which is over here in this other company that I'm using to drop the chords over there in the book. Then, once I'm finished getting all the chords, the manuscript, like I just told you, put all these chords in the folder, then I send it out to the editing company out of Florida. I believe it's called Arthur's Hub, something like that, out in Florida. And they're going to take that information that I give to them and build my book. And then you guys get the digital download version, or you can get the hardcover or the paper cover. I need to go get that so y'all can see what's up. how the book looks and everything, or you can log on over to Amazon right away, however y'all want to do it, and you can see what my book looks like on Amazon. All right, so that's what I do, y'all. Now, back in the day, I didn't have Cordy. Back in the day, it's just me sitting here, just doing what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm playing. Okay, let me go down to G. Let me see. This is okay. That's interesting. A flat, two. That's interesting. Technically, it's the diminished move. But you get that cluster, which is G minor second, which is in chapter 18 in my book, y'all. I'm just being, what do you call it? What's the word I want to use? Flavorable. So I'm going for this chord movement. And I'm thinking this as I'm on the organ, right? You know, A flat, down to G. All that. I'm just thinking of ideas. And whatever finger, I don't know what my finger is going to be, but until I play the chord. Alright, let's go to F sharp. Alright, and then we got this voice. Okay. Woo! Okay. F sharp, right? Alright, so this chord, the very first chord, is in the book. The minor, the second book that's coming out, the minor 711. The second chord, I don't think I'm gonna put this book. I want to say I don't think I'm gonna put this chord in the book. It will eventually get in the book because I just told you this is something that I actually legitimately put in this book. But anyway, we're talking about now. Will it be over here in the play by side? Yes, eventually. And then this chord here is your major 7 with the flat 5, sharp 5, is in play by sight. Chapter 12, I wanted to say. Chapter 12. Now, this is without the bass line. Now, let's say we put the bass line to this. It's an F sharp 9 or a G flat 9, depending on the key signature you say you want to be in. 9, 13, sharp 11. Actually, matter of fact, y'all, I did this video on yesterday. The same video where you can change the bass line, you do all these different chords. I literally just did this yesterday. So check out the video from yesterday. Now, what if I change the bass line to C? So it's a C9, a C7 with the sharp 9, sharp 5. Once again, that's also going into the next book. And there is more than one version or more than one way to play the same chord. All right. So my thing is, this book was going to be actually more than 29 chapters. I was really actually trying to push this out to 35 chapters. All right. This now will push this book a little further out into the month of September, maybe the end of September. Maybe I should just probably publish this second book somewhere toward the end of September of next month. Maybe I might should do that. I don't know. But I think I said earlier I'm already at 60 something pages. My goal was at least to go to either 29 or stop at 25. So if I need to stop at 25 between now and September the 5th, then I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Because I always come with the next edition book, which is edition number 3, and drop the rest of those other crazy chords in the book as well. Because believe me, this don't stop. Right? This right here don't stop. There's thousands of chords in here that I've generated over since after COVID. Matter of fact, 2020. I started doing this in 21. And remember, this thing was empty. And so this is a lot of chords that actually made it into this binder. But the other lot of chords, I haven't printed it out and put it in this particular folder. But it's in my library. So I got thousands and thousands and thousands of chords. Probably 10,000, 5,000, 10,000. It's probably 40,000, 50,000 different kind of chords. You know? But like I said, because there's more than one way to approach stuff. But this is definitely in the book. But this is from a different angle, from a different voice. This is in the book. That's that extra note. Right. Right. So this is the minor 7 flat 5, and then this is the other extra note at the top. Right. So we have the major 7 with the flat 5 sharp 5 is in the book. And this is what I talk about transposing. That's what I did, transpose. You must learn to do this, all right? Every musician must learn how to transpose, all right? But I'm using this other book to say, listen, y'all, I got a whole bunch of these over here in my left-hand corner and a whole bunch in my closet where I've set for years. Oh, I forgot. And a shoebox over here in front of me of some more craziness that will reach a book at some point. And I'm just saying, I'm not going to be stingy about trying to put this out there. And you guys, think of it. Think of this. If you can't pay somebody to give you lessons, at least buy the book, because it's easier to pay one-time fee of $5 and one-time fee of $20 for a book, or one-time fee for $35 for a book, than to pay somebody $35 every week and you walking away with 5, 6, 7 chords every time you go and take a lesson of a song or two. To me, I've been there. I've done that. Don't stop taking lessons. I'm not telling y'all don't stop taking lessons. I'm not trying to start no waves on that. I'm saying, because I told a coworker of mine, he said, hey, my daughter or son, actually few different coworkers, they were saying, hey, my son or my daughter is in tutoring and learning how to play the keyboard. Hey, man, I want to get your book. And I said, that's a great idea, because maybe the instructor may not bring this idea to your daughter or your son yet, but they can still learn it. They can still have it in their possession. Maybe even you learn it. It'd be like, yeah, shoot, I want to learn how to play too. So yeah, there you have it. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it's a one-time fee. You just get in your book, bam, you got it in your comfort of your house. You can sit down and study and practice it every single day until you get all these chords. You don't necessarily have to tell your instructor that you already know how to do it. Just get it. Get it, learn it, and keep it pushing. And if you still want to continue to take lessons, fine, go ahead. Spend your $35 an hour. Spend your $65 an hour. I saw somebody posted something that they charge $85 to $100 an hour, and I'm thinking like, wow, really? Woo, okay. I'm wondering how many chords you gonna walk away with, or how many songs are you gonna walk away with per each song. That's why I went back to say you can learn a song that might have 10 chord progressions in it, or 15 chord progressions in it, and you may or may not even get a chance to even go to the second song or the third song that they may have taught you, right? Because you got to still go back and show that instructor that you learned the material. So now you actually cheating yourself out of money. Basically, I'm just being honest with you, because that's what happened to me. All right, and I started saying, man, I'm giving this person free money, and I'm walking away with 10 chords or half of the song. Yes, been there, done all that. So I said, enough of this. Let me learn some chords. Let me learn chords. Let me learn chords. And as soon as I started learning chords, I started learning what people were doing. And here we go. Let's get at it. I started learning these chords, and I started learning songs. I started learning some songs. Because I started learning chords. And trying to learn to do them in all 12 keys, right? And you'll start to be able to pick up on what somebody actually is doing. I'm going to do a little illustration, and we're going to keep it pushing. And watch what I say. 5 chords. Here we go. Five chords. Okay, that chop movement is a 6-chord progression. Minor move. Chapter 3. Diminished move. Chapter 3. That same chapter. Chapter 2. Major move. Chapter 3. Diminished move. What? Minor 9 chord. Minor 9 11 chord. Chapter 9. Now I told y'all, you new people, don't skip to go to chapter 9. Learn everything from chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then go to 9. Right? Because now you will see what I'm talking about. Everything that I did in chapter 2 to 8, I put it over there in chapter 9 and some more. And some more, like some more. Yes, you're going to be playing that minor 9 chord. F minor. It's in the book, y'all. F minor, double up. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, back to root. And so I just took off some of the top notes so I can see, oh, it starts to match. Oh, take off some of the top notes. Oh, here it is, F minor. This is supposed to be the C sharp and D flat diminished 7. I took off the bottom note and brought the voicing and took a top note and brought the voicing inside. Oh, the B flat off, D flat off to the bottom, and there's my diminished 7. Oh, and basically just whole step that whole movement actually. A flat. I just told you A flat root position, first inversion, root, first inversion, second inversion. Back to root. I just moved the hand over and did inversion. Oh! Because he could have, if he wanted to do this movement, he could have did it this way. Watch this. Watch this. What? The minor move will stay there. He could have put the diminished move here. Chapter 3. What? He could have went to A flat and went that way. What? Or he could have gone the other way and do it in inversion this way. Watch this. Inversion. He could have went that way too. So I said the root position, the first inversion, the second inversion. Oh my goodness. He could go any direction. So I'm looking at it as in going to that direction because we move it upward. We're moving the voicing upward. Like so it's like up, up, up. What my wife saying? Okay. Oh, my wife's saying something. The wifey saying something. What'd she say? Oh, she working late? Okay. Alright. May the force be with her. Alright, yeah. The F minor. Let me do the F minor double up, y'all. Okay. Now you remember the diminished move. Up. Remember A flat? But that's not the voicing he used. Oh. But this is in the book. Alright. Chapter 3. The minor move. Chapter 3. Diminished 7. Chapter 2, A flat. But that's not the version he was using. He's doing a different inversion. So I go, oh. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, oh, so what inversion we using? So you could use this inversion, this route too? Remember the diminished move? You could have went that route. And A flat. Remember, I told y'all, remember, it's more than one. What'd she say? Good luck to you, boo. Oh my goodness. Poor wifey. Alright, so yeah, you can do different inversions. I told you, there's more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways to approach the same movement.
but it's gonna sound just a little bit different. So I was like, okay, so which one did he do? And it became evident. Oh, he had to change up the inversion. So we have the minor move. I'm doing inversions. What was the next move? That diminished move. He could have came from that angle, right? And then A flat. Root first, second version. Double up with both hands. Then I realized, oh, so he's subtracting some fingering, right? So musician, in music, they're subtracting some fingering. So I figured it out. Gotta be here doing this version. Oh, gotta be doing this inversion. Is that first root is the second version, right? But the root verse in this inversion. Oh, that makes sense to my ears when I hear that. So you have to learn in inversions, y'all. It's very important that you learn that. That's the reason why I put this in the book, Play by Sight, so you can hear that. So that was the very first few chords. 5-chord progression. Here we go. So we're doing the 5. I said 5. Chapter 3. Chapter 3. So minor move chapter 3. Diminished chapter 3. A flat chapter 2. He went back to that diminished move. Remember that first this diminished move? He moved it up. So we're gonna go. Right back to it. And now we're gonna do the E flat diminished 7. There's 3 diminished group this in this situation. Go back to my video I did yesterday. And you see I talk about that. Remember inversion. Inversion. I said, oh. So he using the idea of the C diminished 7 group and also the C sharp or D flat diminished group in this movement. Oh, but not the D diminished group yet. That I know of. We're just using the 2 diminished group, the C diminished group and the D flat or C sharp diminished group. And remember, inversion, C diminished 7, E flat diminished 7, F sharp or G flat diminished 7, A diminished 7, D flat diminished 7, or C sharp diminished 7, E diminished 7, G diminished 7, B flat or A sharp diminished 7. Oh, so now I have to say, okay, which one of the inversions he's doing? And that's just what I come up with. That makes sense to my ears. Oh, that makes sense with my ear. That makes sense with my ear. Right, then the minor 9. Technically, this is a D flat major 7, chapter number 4. So we have chapter 3, right? Chapter 2, back to chapter 3, back to chapter 3, and then we have chapter 4. But because of the B flat, it's chapter 9 now. B flat minor 9, 11. in the book, y'all, I just give y'all that demonstration. So it is important, it is imperative that you learn chords. People will say, well, you need to learn chord progression. Well, if you don't know chords, how are you going to create chord progressions? If you don't know chords, how do you create chord progressions if you don't know how to play chords? You got to know chords in order to create chord progressions. Duh! All right? So you got to know chords in order to create chord progression. Let's do another song. All right? We're going to do another song. All right? So I'm going to listen to the singer, right? And my idea is use the Nashville system, or use my book to find these chords that I think the singer might be singing in that particular key and or in that particular voicing of chords. Remember, if I don't have the book, if I don't have the Play by Sight book, I don't know these chords, I'm not going to be able to play them. I'm not going to be able to play the song. That's just cut and dry. Period. So here's my Play by Sight rough draft of me playing a whole thousands of chords thousands and thousands of me sound like this guy down a pretty thousands and thousands and thousands of chords, then I ain't gonna be able to get nowhere with nothing. Right? So what you don't know, right? So I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna grab me something to eat because I'm hungry now. Y'all making me hungry now. Let's pop this song on before my video lose its traction here. Actually before my batteries, because I didn't even put these phones on the charger, so they might just go dead on me. Hopefully I'm gonna try to get this before it happens. So listen to this song and then I'm gonna move off. So let's listen to this lady.
There are times when in all the earth.
So she's gonna pitch the key.
And we're not ashamed to lift you.
E flat.
Actually, we freely do it.
E flat.
We freely worship.
Pitch the key.
We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely
Now I already know what the chord's at. I hear them already, but let's see where she goes with the song.
worship.
E flat.
He got number
Now,
one.
for the beginner musician, we have major 1, minor 2. We're talking now the Nashville system, minor 3, major 4, major 5, number 6. Remember the number system, minor, and number 7 is diminished, and back to the 1, what we might call number 8. The same chord as the 1. Oh, but in my book, I structured it as the major move, minor move, outside of what the Nashville system doesn't teach you. Alright, major move, minor move. The augment move wasn't in there. At the 7, which is the major 7 with the sharp 5. Diminished 7 was not in that structure of the Nashville system. The dominant chord, or we might call it the C7 chord, or the 9, or whatever. Or even the 13. 13, 9, 13. Oh my goodness, see? I told y'all, this even gets even more crazy. Or even with the sharp 11. Sharp 11. Oh yeah, this gets real crazy. I told y'all, once you learn numbers with the scales, they go together. They're not separate. They go together. Your numbers and the scales go together. As long as you understand number 7, 1 to 7, you good to go. If you go 1 to 7 back to 8, you know your 8 is the 1. Duh. Okay. All right, but we use the word continuation of the number system, so we know if this is C is the 1, this is now 8. But we know that this was 2, is now 9, that same note. 3 is now 10. 4 is now 11. All right, 5 is now 12, and 6 is now 13, and 7 is now 14, and back to your 1. We talking number system as the continuation of the number system, but the notes repeat themselves again. It's just the number changed at the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, back to the 1. Oh, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Technically 7, 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. But because of the continuation of the number system, 14, 13, 17, I'm sorry, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So when people say learn your major 7 chord, you already gonna know your 1, 2, 3, your 1, 3, 5. They say now learn your major 7, you add the 7. They say add the 9, you know after 8 is 9. They say learn your 11, you go to the 11. They say learn your 13, you know it's the 6. Oh, regular major chord, your 7, your 9, 11, and your 13. Oh, that's what they mean. Yes. And then if they say sharp 11, you just took your 4 and sharped it because it sounded kind of better. Oh, that sounded better. And I got my 13. That really sounds better. But when I would play the regular 11 note, it kind of sounds a little fun, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But it's a C13 chord with a 4. But usually we would say 11, right? But it's a 4. C13 with a 4, or add 4. We might say add 11. 4 and 11, the same thing. But it just sounds a little funny. So we have choices: flat the note, or sharp, or flat the 4, right? Or sharp the 4, which turns into the 11, basically. So let's sharpen that. Oh, that sounds better. C major 13 sharp 11. Let's go back to the regular one. C major 13 with the add 4. Let's flat the 4. Now we got the 13. C major 9 13. Oh my goodness, Lord. Right, y'all saw the difference. So you need to learn your major move. 7, 9, 11. If you have to sharp it or flat it, go ahead and you're 13. All right, now that we got that kind of out of the way, now let's listen to the lady sing this song. All right, she's in E flat, so I'm going to use the Nashville system as well as my book structure from Play by Sight. I'm sorry, I don't have the book with me at hand, but it's in my car. Normally I bring it with me, but I'm like, man, I'm bringing this book back and forth, in and out, back and forth, in and out. So I decided to leave it in my car because I generally, people found out I've written a book, they now want to see what the book looks like. So E flat to 1, all right? F minor 2. Remember that chord I told you from earlier? G minor 2, 3, A flat 4. Remember that? B flat 5, C minor 6, D diminished 7. All right, all these chords is in the book. Every chord I just played is in Play by Sight. Chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 3, chapter 2, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 3, and back to chapter 2. Every chord is in the book. The Nashville system is in my structural book, which I said you need to learn the major move. Outside of those chords, you need to learn the other chords that's not mentioned. All right, so the one that's not mentioned is the augmented, your major 7 sharp 5, your dominant chord, if you want to call that, right? The major 7 chord is not mentioned. The sus 2, the sus 4, the 7 sus 4 chord, and of course, tritones. So now let's listen to what the lady does. Hope I got some more juice. Y'all still with me? Okay, cool. Y'all still with me.
We freely worship you.
E flat.
And we cry, oh.
She started on the 5. Right. So immediately I knew we was going to the 6, which is the 6, the minor chord, chapter 3. And we cry, minor is in it. Oh my goodness, chapter 3, y'all. Okay, let's see where we go next.
Oh, oh, oh.
A flat. A flat. See how I feel? Chapter 2. That's all right. Here we go to the next chord.
There's nobody like you, Lord.
Now we're going to the 1. Guess what it is? E flat. That's why it's important to learn your inversions. And what's the last chord?
Nobody like you, Lord.
B flat. Chapter 2. So chapter 3, minor. Chapter 2, major. Chapter 2, major. Chapter 2, major. So this particular song is 6 to the 4 to the 1 to the 5. Game on. So again, if you don't have chords and you don't know chords, you can't create the chord progression because you don't know it. Play by sight, you're gonna have these chords. I'm dropping it like it's hot. And what my wife say? Crazy day. Fixed emergency supplies. Oh wow. She's having a hard day today. All right. So yes, if you do not know chords, you cannot create chord progressions because you don't know what it is. But my play by sight gonna straighten this out. So get the book so y'all can get the chords. So now I know. Oh, chapter 3. Chapter 2 is my major chord. Remember, chapter 3. The minor chord. Remember, I said I'm gonna take notes off. So I can do this melody line. So I can do the melody line. Oh, double up. Now I want to take off the top note because I heard her go cry. That allows me to do the melody line. Because I was able to carry the minor chord still. I'm now carrying my melody line in my left hand. I can carry my melody line in my right. My right hand. I can carry the chords in my left hand. Now I can go to the 4 because I'm carrying the melody line. Now I can carry my chords in my left hand, and now I'm carrying the power chord, all right, which is in chapter 18, and the perfect 4th in chapter 18. But I understood I was going to the 1 because it's E flat. And then number system wise is 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. Remember the scale. I'm doing it scale. The scale. E flat scale. So she did the 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, and again. Here we go. Start it over again. I just repeat the melody line. You see, I'm chording with my left hand. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. I'm sorry, chapter 3 to 2. My left hand. There's nobody like you. It's gonna be dark there. There's nobody like you, B-fly. And I can do whatever I want to do with the left hand. You know. Well, I can do the scale A flat. E flat scale. And the B flat scale. Alright. So that's how simple this can be if you get the play-by-sight book. You can find these chords almost immediately and just learn to take some notes off if you want to be fancy with it. You know, so take off some of the notes, you know. I'm playing around with chords. If you don't know chords, you can't play the booth. What? You would not be able to play any of this stuff. You're not gonna be able to play chords if you don't the song in the way that you would desire to play it because you don't know chords. So play by sight, grab your copy because I'm dropping it. And I don't no longer have to play the song that way again. Because I can play around. Mighty nine. I can change up the voicing of chords now because I can go to my play-by-sight. If these videos, my phone starts shutting off, y'all already know it's the end. All right. Matter of fact, I need to shut off anyway. It's 5 o'clock. I'm hungry. But these chords that I'm doing are going to be in this book that's already out and my second book coming. All right. So whatever the chords I'm calling out are already in the book. The major 7 with the flat 5. The major 7 with sharp 5, flat 5, sharp 5. Mighty 11 flat 5. Let's see what's the other chord. The Mighty 9, the Mighty 9 11, the Major 9, the Major 9. All right. Did I put the Major 9 13 in here? Hold on, let me look at the content. Wait. I'm gonna look at the contents on here. My original book is outside. Let me see. Let me pull it up. So these are the chords that's already in there that I'm playing that I can now do my thing on my own way, playing the song. Let me see. How would I go to that? Is it? I always get confused. Not email. Is it this one? Let me see. Oh yeah. So. Alright, so this is my website right here. Bishop Drayster, Play by Sight, the Black Gospel, Gospel hot chords. Then down under here you see the hottest chords and chord progressions of the pros. Other people who may not want to give you the time of the day. Yeah, that part. Don't want you to know I'm exposing it so that way you can get this stuff. All right, and then you guys can see all this other stuff on here that I have about me in the book and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. And then on here you see it says buy now. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Anyway, but buy now. That's the digital download from my website, and the other one next to it will say buy now from Amazon. You can do either way. The hardcover as well as the paper cover and or digital download. I prefer that y'all do the digital download at, excuse me, at my website. Excuse me, at my website, because Amazon is kind of ridiculous that my book is $5 over there, but they're taking like a nice chunk from off of a $5 digital download, which is ridiculous. So this is what my editors were telling me. Hey, just have everybody go to your website to purchase your digital download there, and not do the digital download over at Amazon, but do the physical book that you guys can get over there at Amazon. Whether it's the hardcover or the paper cover. I mean, they're gonna take a percentage from that anyway, so I ain't tripping. It is what it is. Let me get to the actual book. Oh wait, man, I need to do that. Let me see. How do I do it on here? How do I do it? It's usually a little thing down here. Where is it? Usually a little thing down here. Oh, is it right here? Guess I hit this. Okay, there it is. Let me see. I'm learning. I'm an OG. I'm learning. So let me see. Let's get to the actual book. Digital download. I done digital downloaded this like 5 times because we had to test it to make sure everything is working properly. Is this the digital download? What is this? Nope, I done messed up. Let me see. I'm gonna find my digital download for the book actually. Hey, let me see, where is it at? It looks a certain way, so it almost look identical to my website. So where is it? Is this it? I think this is it. It's loading. Is it? Nope. Okay. Oh no. Where is that thing at? I forgot how I did this on here. I'm still new at this. Is this in there? I forgot. Oh, hold on. I just saw it. Dang it. Let's go back. Let's go back. And by the way, my book was published June 2nd, 2025. It went #1 top best book on the market. Yay! Oh, they fixed it. Oh, they fixed her name. Wait. Did they fix her name? Hold on. Wait, did they fix her last name? Trying to see. I think they messed up how to spell her last name. So yes, my book went #1 top best book at Best Buy. I mean, Best Buy, Amazon, y'all. I'm thinking about Best Buy for top #1 best book on Amazon. Let me try to hurry up and get back to that book. How do you get to it? I forgot. Just saw it 2 seconds ago. Check out. No. Where did it go? Ah, let me see. I thought I just saw it. Oh my goodness, I can't find it. That's terrible. What happened to it? I know my wife was in here on my iPad the other day, so these are all of the websites. I keep going back to the same ones. Anyways, I don't want to download it again because then I gotta pay for it, of course. But I had it on here. I don't know when my wife must have did something. Yeah, and she must have did something right because I had them all on here where I can actually open up the doggone book because all of these are the same. So let me get rid of some of this stuff right here because I keep seeing the same thing. Let me just drop that. Bye, drop that one. And let's see, we drop this one here. Drop that one there. Drop that one there. That way I won't keep seeing the same book. The same website. Website. I think that's the website. Wait, what? Automatically close tabs, blah, 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 blah. Don't close, no. Where's the book? I thought it was here. Open. Jeez. Alright, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought it was on here. I think my wife was in here playing around with my iPad the other day, so. I'm gonna go to get the book. I'm gonna go out there and get the live book. Cause I had it here. I had to download it a few times over here. Maybe, let me see, hold on. How did I do it last time? I went to Amazon. And then it should actually be right in here in my little whatchamacallit. You know, like when you download something, it should be already in here. See more. Let's see. Wait, it pop up here. The book is supposed to be already here because I downloaded it like 5 times. Publishing. Jeez, where are you? All right, so I think I'm looking too hard right now. Okay, hold on. Let me do it this way. Amazon. All right, let's go on over here. Amazon. Just type in my name of my book. This is kind of how I usually do it. I type in the name of the book. Amazon Play by Site. As soon as I usually type it in, it'll actually pop the book that I've already purchased a couple of times, actually. Play by Site. Oops. And let me see. It says usually something I press. Read. It's loading. And uses the whole book for pop. Let me see. Did the whole book pop? Let's see. Yep, the whole book pop. So this is actually because I had already purchased it. So yeah, this is the first book. What the everything in it, from the title of the book and all that good stuff, and all of the chapters and the contents, and the course that's already in there. Trying to shrink this thing. Hey, stop doing that. So yeah, so chapter number 2. Let's go back here. Chapter 2, like I said, is the scales and number system. I mean 1, and then chapter 2 we go into the chords, as I said earlier. The major chord, chapter 3, the major, the minor, augmented, diminished. Chapter 4, the major 7th chord. Chapter 5, the sus2, sus4, 7 sus4 chord, and dominant chord on chapter 6. Chapter 7, the major 7 with sharp 5. Chapter 8, tritone. And then we jumped over chapter 9, major 9. Chapter 10, the diminished 7, 11, flat 13. 6, 9, major 7 with flat 5. Major 9, minor 9, flat 5, minor 9, flat 5, the major 7, flat 5, sharp 5, the minor 7 with the flat 5, 9, 11, and then we have the minor 7 with the flat 5, and then we have the last part of it, which is the dissonance chords, or those clusters,
second. All of those movement that people be playing in their stuff. And for those who didn't know, my book went #1 top best book on Amazon in the month of June when it was published. Let me go back to the date. It tells me the date. I was trying to find this the hard way, and I did realize it gives you the date up here when I was notified when it was published. So when it was published, and also when it went top #1 best book on Amazon. So let me get back. Did I pass it again? June 9th, and Photoshop don't lie. Here we go. Press on here, and here it is right here. Best #1. Somehow missed the #1 over here, but #1 top #1 best books of 2025 for the month of June, and top #1 play by sight. Let me try to widen this up a little bit. #1 new release. #1 new release. Amazon. My book went #1 new release. Amazon, and so can't make that up. And then me and another guy, is this book on here? We were battling who's gonna be first, who's gonna be second. So later on in the month of June, I think it was the third week of June, other new people came with new books, and then that caused us to rotate from me being #1 to #2, and then this guy, he was #6. His book moved up to #1, and then I moved to #2, and then other new people books moved up behind me, 3, 4, 5. It's best out of 10. Sometimes it's best out of 12. This one was best out of 10. So whose book came in best out of 10 as #1? That was me, yours truly, Bishop Tracy Clark. I didn't know that happened, but thank God the Lord must know something that I don't know about. Anyway. The last thing is my book went worldwide. This company just sent me an email today as a final notice to me, but they started this July 3rd. I think it's July 3rd. Hold on. So I just got an email on that. Wait, where's my email? I just read that just the other day. From this company called Digital. Let me say it right. I think it's Draft 2 Digital or Draft Digital 2 or whatever it's called. They just sent me an email just the other day, yesterday I want to say, or the day before yesterday, informing me that your book has officially went nationwide. France to Russia, everywhere, all over the world, to Russia, France, to Germany, to London, to what is it called? United Kingdom. And I've seen those little messages that came back to me. I think is this the one? Well, that's not the one. That's the one before this one. Okay, what is the email before? I must have passed it up again. Kind of excited, actually. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's like, wow. But yes, so my book went, where's that email at? It went nationwide to all of the top platforms, what they call publishing platforms around the entire world. Let me see, that was this one. What day is this? I just read that just the other day. What did I do? I hope I didn't accidentally delete it by accident. I just was reading it just the other day. Did I pass it up again? Hold on. Did I pass it up again? Cause it comes in this weird weird email. So let me find it. I just saw it just the other day. And where is it at? Oh, there it is. I passed right on by it. Literally. This came in Wednesday. Today's Friday, so that was just the other day. This company called Draft 2 Digital. I was close.
Andre Clark, aka Bishop Drake Clark. Your book, Play by Sight, has been published to all of these 16 other platforms. 16 including Amazon. Top all of the top tiers, the top tiers. Um, so yes, officially as of um, August 27th, Wednesday. I said that already. As of August 27th, my book has completely finished being published to all of these 16 other top publishing companies and agencies that is pushing my book out to the world, to whatever stores that they may fall in. This one's a Smashwords, Gardner's, Apple, Old Dilla, I don't know how to pronounce it. Odilo, Baker and Taylor, Borrow Book Box, Vivilo, Everand, Kubo, Fable, Barnes and Nobles, Palace and Marketplace, Overdrive. I never heard that one, but Overdrive, Tolino, and Clout Library, and the last one that they just sent me as of the 27th, which was just a few days ago, was the last page. It went live 100% for all 16 platforms around the world. That is insane. Insane. That's crazy. Um, so I'm grateful and thankful for the book had and this is from the company that I had my book done. They made contact with these people and said, hey, you know what? Do us a favor and let's just put this guy's book out there in the world. So my book went not nationwide, they call it worldwide, meaning that it's gonna reach Russia, China, South Africa, North Africa, where we are, Kenya. I've had people already email me saying, "Hey, I got your book from Kenya," inboxing me and stuff like that, and I'm like, "Oh wow." And not to mention some of my coworkers are from these other places in the world. So my book is definitely traveling around the world already. So I'm like kind of tripped out a little bit, but yeah. So I do have the capability to see what part of the world my book is reached, because they give me a little outline. It doesn't say who is buying my book, but it just tells me where where in the world where in the world where in the world my play by site is going to. It shows where in the world that my play by site edition number one has already reached. I have already a record of London, France, Germany, thus far, in the United Kingdom, where my book has reached that part of the world, and that's insane. That's crazy, man. In a short amount of time, because I published this book June 2nd, so we're now August 29th. So this book went flying off the Richter scale already. So the majority of the people who's purchasing my book is here from the state. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Everybody from the state. So it's from the state. It's the largest. I don't expect anybody from the other side of the world to finally get the book right away because they don't know it's there yet. But they know now. Because the word is going to hit the street. Hey, yo. Whoever live in Kenya, in South Africa, North Africa, East Africa, wherever you at, Kenya, wherever you at, Zimbabwe, wherever, y'all might be saying the names wrong, but yes, Play by Sight has reached your region already. The United Kingdom, My book has already reached y'all for where you live in the United Kingdom. My book has reached in Canada. Woo! Canada. But the majority of everybody who has purchased my books thus far is here from the state. It's the highest. Thank you, United States of America. All right, so that is expected. That is pretty much expected because the circulation here in the United States, things get pretty much quickly dispersed. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and then of course word of mouth. The book is going to travel very quickly to whoever's church, musicians or even jazz musicians or people who just want to learn how to play jazz chords, want to play these gospel chords, whatever. Get the play by sight, get these chords so you can learn how to play this stuff and get this stuff underneath your fingertips. I enjoy dropping these chords in the book so that you guys cannot say I'm stingy and about sharing this back with you, because I'm not gonna be like other musicians talking about, oh no man, you need to go practice. And so these musicians made a mistake with me when they told me that. They made a big mistake. They made a huge mistake when they say go practice. And when they start saying, hey, come and listen to me, come to my rehearsal. They made a huge mistake when they told me that. And so, all right, they made a big mistake when they told me that. No, not really, actually. They actually did me a favor. All right, so now I get to have fun, enjoy what I do, enjoy listening to this stuff. I got tired of listening to it, so I'm like, you know what? Let me transcribe stuff. Let me learn some stuff, right? And I told y'all earlier, if I never played it before, I promise you, I'll be able to learn how to play it at some point. Because there's going to be stuff that they're going to be doing that it is what it is. All right, let's check this one out. That's a long intro, sorry. Now, before we get started, remember the scale. Remember the scale, y'all. Check it out. D scale, E flat. E scale. I hope y'all paying attention to this. These scales are creating chords. It's creating chords, whether you know it or not. What? Don't get mad if you hear me play the chorus all of a sudden. No, it's in the scale. And of course, musicians are playing stuff outside of the number system, right? Breaking rules. So let's see what happens to what I come up with. Let's see. What? Turn that string off. What? No way. What? Wait. No, transpose up. Transpose up. Wait a minute. Oh my God, I found the chord already. All for me doing the scale, y'all. Is that what I'm hearing? Shut up. Wait a minute. It's the scale. It's the scale. What? Oh my God. It's the scale. And the chord is a minor 9/11, chapter 9. Minor 9/11. What? Bro. It's in the book. What? Okay, hold on. Okay. Here it is. So the first chord was the minor 9/11 to B. To B. Chapter 9. Chapter B. 2. B. B major. Inversion. What? Yeah. Then he goes to this chord. To a minor 7 chord. Let me see, hold up. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. We're going, so it's a B. B. Yeah, it's going to be. So, note stuck. Huh? This is a F sharp minor 9/11. We're going to the B chord. A little melody line. All right. So now we'll figure out the other chord. Or is he doing? We'll find out if it's here. Right, so we'll figure out the next move. Right? Yep. So you gotta. Alright, so hold on, y'all. So it's like you're going back to that same chord. The very first chord, the minor 9/11. So you like right back to it. And then now we're going to the minor 7/11. Whoa! Oh my Lord! Oh my Lord! It's the scale, but the chord happens to be a F sharp minor 9. F sharp minor 9/11, and then he does this to go to the B chord. To go to the B. To B, then back to the move. minus 711. Shut up. Then go back to it. Right back to it. And then, and wherever else you want to go after that. What? Told y'all, get the book. I understand the move is in the scale. Minor 911. Then to a B major chord. Back to it. Now, you can go, you can do this too. To B major chord. And you can do inversions of it. And then you can play that minus 7 chord with 11. But I was actually, he did all it. It's a B chord. Or it could also be an F sharp sus4 chord. Well, we might add that little A flat in there, which make you play an A flat minor chord, y'all, with the 7 or 11, however it falls. What? That's on the first try. Because I had to understand, where we going? To a minor chord, minor 9 chord, 11, to a B major chord, back to that minor 9 chord. Now my hands is going to play either the E major chord at 2, or it may just play just the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, while the right hand kind of, you know, do what it do. And the right hand is actually going to play an A major chord. It's like I'm playing 2 different chords. Matter of fact, 2 major chords mixed together. You have an E chord and an A chord. An E chord and an A chord. E chord, A chord, E chord, A chord, E chord, A chord, E chord, A chord. But what makes it sound a little cute or pretty is when you add the 2 to your E, to the scale, E flat, E scale. Well, also what makes it sound pretty is me twanging, slightly twanging off of the A chord. And you do that with both hands. Not that I had to, but it sounded just pretty when I did it. Again. Right, you know what I'm saying? Chord progression right there, y'all. We have the minor 11 with the minor 11, 9, 11, and then we have the B major chord, and then we're back to it. That's a 2 chord progression there, and then we went to the A flat minor 7, 11. Oh. To know chords. And that's why I said it's important and imperative. You gotta get the book, because I'm dropping these chords in the book like it ain't nobody's business. Alright? That's the first movement going into the song. In any song that I probably have never played or whatever, I will be able to find the chords because I either 1, practiced it. Number 2, I identified those notes that I hear at the top of my ear, and I hear the notes at the top of my bottom of my ear, or left ear, or however you want to call it, the bottom. And I'm almost guaranteed. Another song in E. Oh my goodness. Right. And that one starts 5, 6, 5. Then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 4.5. Let's say that again. So let's get at it. 5, 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. voicing. 6, 5, 6, 5, 1, 2, 3 to the 4. 4 up, sharp 4. That's what he's doing. And the chord is super easy. Chapter 3. I'm sorry, chapter 2. Chapter 3. Back to chapter 3, 2. And then we go to use the chord in chapter 5. Because our bass line is the 1. Transposing. Transposing, whole step. Yeah, transposing, right? Transposing. So we're doing a whole step. Transposing, whole step. Then we take you to the same chord we just last played. That last chord. This last chord, the 7 sus, the 7 sus 4 chord, or the E sus 2 chord. All you have to do is move the 2 up here or the 1 up here, that note up here, and it's a 7 sus 4 chord. We did an inversion. You just voiced it here, and we got it on the 4 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The minor chord. The chapters, y'all. I'm telling you, these chords is in the book. Chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 2, 5. But we're doing the scale right now, the number system, right? But this is chapter 5. Chapter 5. Transposing, whole step. Chapter 5. All right, guess what? Chapter 5. Guess what? Chapter what? 3. The minor chord. Oh, wow. Yeah, so now put both hands together. Now, this is the A69 because now I'm putting both hands together. A69 chord. Now put the both hands together because now I'm placing the voicing of the chords to a D flat minor 9 or minor 6 chord. So now because of this walk up, this makes me play the major 7 13, E major 7 13, transposed to that chord, but this makes me play inversion of the D major chord, add 2. And the same thing with the next chord, whole step over E major, add 2. Technically this is the A69, but it was voiced up here. 4 up, sharp 4. Now we're playing the B flat, I sharp, E, A sharp, the A minor 7 with the flat 5. This is already in the book, y'all. And then he does this chromatic move. He's ready to 4.5, 4 to the 3, 2.5, back to the 4.5, back to the 2.5, and by this time you should be playing your 6 in E. 4, 5, 6, which is the tritone, G tritone. Then he's going to half step back that to the F sharp tritone. But we are playing in A minor chord underneath that. And that is the transposing of the other chord I just mentioned 2 seconds ago, which we are playing the minor 7 with the flat 5. Transposed. What? Transposed. What? Yes, transposed, y'all. If you understand what's going on. Right? So we have an A minor chord. In order, I told you it was a B flat minor 7 with a flat 5. If you understand how to transpose. Right? This is A flat minor 7 flat 5. If you understand what just occurred a minute ago prior to this. On my back. Whoop. I lost my spot. And right then we have this C minor coming up. That's an A minor 7 flat 5. I had just played this chord a minute ago. Y'all probably didn't realize it, right? And there it is, the minor 7 flat 5. And all I did was that finger right there. What? And then we did what? inversion. All right, but this ends up turning this chord into a -6 chord, right? A -6 chord, right? Where you take off a note is gonna be the B flat minus 7 flat 5. Right. And you transpose that. And I go between the major 7 flat 5, minus 7 flat 5. Or actually in the diminished major 7, and right? Major 7. And the major 7 flat 5 flat 5. I can do all them 3, 4, 5 different chords in this movement. Right, you have to know chords. Yes, F sharp minus 7 flat 5. C sharp minus 7, C sharp minor. D sharp minor because we're in E, so. And the tritones, and then he's gonna do A major add 2, B major add 2, A major add 2, B major add 2, or you can say A minus 7 11. I'm gonna say B major add 2, or wait, hold on. Oh yeah, A minus 7 11. My bad. Hold on. Oh, okay. Now it's B add 2. All depending on what other extra note I hit. B add 2. Or A minus, or G sharp minus 7 11. I gotta get off here. I gotta go eat. I'm playing around. It's 4:45, 5:45. How in the world, how in the world are you gonna be able to play chord progressions if you don't even know chords? You gotta learn these chords in order to play the chord progression that you might hear other musicians playing in their songs. That's that for you. Walk up, walk down, walk back up, walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up, back to what we was at. So basically you're gonna end up going to the 6, 5, 6, 7, 1, 6 up, 1, 4 to the 4.5. And repeat this little somewhat thing over again. Anyway, let me get off of here because I gotta go eat. It's 5:45 and I want to starve myself out. So you gotta have the book. You gotta have the chords to lay this out. Okay, y'all, I got to go. Peace and love and cornbread to everybody who's actually come on to be in support of what I'm doing. I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing anyways, unless the Lord said it's time for you to stop. But in all honesty, I really thought I wasn't going to be able to do all this before June 2nd and publish my first book. But God allowed me to live and survive this illness that I'm still fighting against as we speak it. But y'all keep praying for me that I will fully recover from this illness that I have. In case somebody's wondering, what is it? What are you sick with? What happened? It's called valley fever. It was the pneumonia in the beginning, and then valley fever creeped in, probably all at the same time. But the doctors didn't know that. I didn't know that until it started on the 9th of November 23, and then I didn't realize how sick I was until the next day. Or literally at midnight actually, and then I was like, okay, this whatever is going on is not going away anytime soon. So then that's when I was like, I better go to the hospital at midnight, and barely made it to the hospital. Literally, when I say barely made it, honestly, I don't even know how I did it, but I was that sick. Even though my wife could have took me to the hospital, but I didn't want to bother her and all that kind of stuff. I'm worried about it. But anyway, I made my way there, got treated, and they found out I had pneumonia, and then sent me home that same day. Then toward that evening, they wanted me to come back, but then by this time I was out of it. I was pretty much thought I was gonna be But I survived that night and then went in the very next day, which was Saturday, in November 2023. I think that might have been like that happened on the ninth, so the ninth, the 10th, the 11th. I might have got hospitalized on the 11th and stayed in the hospital 4 days. And man, it was terrible. But they all thought I had pneumonia, so that's what I was treated for. But no one knew that I was sick with valley fever. So valley fever, I have reason to believe it all started at the same time when I was sick with pneumonia. But went on 6 days, and that was terrible. And I shouldn't. Well, I didn't say I shouldn't, but the doctors thought that hey, I can go home and recover by taking some antibiotics, and I'll be back up and be brand new again. But no, I started deteriorating very quickly. That's when I started thinking like, okay, I'm pretty much finished to die. I think at this point, because it was that bad. I couldn't move, talk, sleep, nothing. So my wife struggled to get me in the car, get me back to the hospital, and then that's when they kept me on that second visit, which was the 21st of November 23, and remained in there until all over to the 29th of that November, and then I had to stay, of course, home for a whole month of December, January of 25, 4, and half of February, and then all of a sudden I went back to work. I felt great, and from February, I just say half of February, 2 weeks in the last 2 weeks in February, went back to work, and then I worked all the way until August 16th. I want to say it was the 15th. Had it been the 15th, August 15th, because I felt this pinch in my back, not knowing that it was the valley fever had because they treated me with pneumonia. Treating me for pneumonia, and I guess the treatment was working hard on getting me be healed again. But no one knew I had valley fever. So I think what I'm thinking what happened was this valley fever fungus or virus or whatever y'all want to call it traveled from my lungs to my lower back, and I felt this pinch like a rubber band, just like bow, and I was like, oh. And then I didn't think nothing of it, and I was like, shit, let me drop a couple more drinks, I'll be all right, my back will be cool, I'll be good to go. Not knowing that actually this little beast, I'm gonna call it a little beast because it was a devil, the beast, the enemy, um, got in my lower spine, lower left and right spine, lumbar, they call it a lumbar spine, and was eating at the bone, started to chew at the bone, and was creating this extreme, massive pain that um, I wouldn't wish it on nobody. I mean, it was the worst pain. It was like taking a little needle this thin. I'm gonna take this paper clip this thin, right, and it was just constantly hitting the bone in my back, bah, 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 non-stop, and it wouldn't stop. Like nothing I was taking wouldn't stop that bad boy. And I was like, man, this felt like a freaking woodpecker in my back, and it was just like hitting the bone, not the skin, not the muscles, none of that. It went directly straight to the bone, and I was like, man, and then I was pretty much temporarily paralyzed when I couldn't move. So anyway, that happened and got me to the hospital, and then that's when they was decided, hey, we have to deal with this aggressively because valley fever, this fungus can actually temporarily, or actually not temporary, permanently disable you. Where we have to either do surgery, yeah, cut you open, and aggressively go after this devil demon bug that's actually climbed up in my back, and it was just, man, I'm telling y'all, man, it was terrible. Anybody touched me or I touched something, with because of the pain would just bow bow the same spot. Come to find out after doing those X-ray or MRIs, they found that the thing was cracking, or had created a splint in my back. That was because that's where the massive pain come from. It had cracked the bone in my back. It was literally trying to get in the bone to get away from the coxy medication that I was on for not the valley fever medication. It was from the medication that they give you when you have pneumonia. It was running from it, and it found a spot. So just think of my back like this, and it felt like it was breaking the bone in the back coming from this angle. But no, it found a way to go around my back to come from the inner part of my back. So this is the back side. It found the inner part of my back and it was breaking the bone, but it was making it feel like it was breaking the bones in my back on the back side of my back, literally my back side, but this side. But the pain, of course, is going to radiate from your rear or your back. And so it found a way to get in there, and it was just pow, 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 and it caused a splint in my back, and started breaking off pieces of the bone in my back, which also will create massive pain. That no matter which way you lay, no matter which way you sit, no matter which way you stand, no matter which way you go, you gonna have continuous pain. So that's what happened to me. And then you start losing appetite. That's what happened to me. That's what they were more afraid of than just the the injury that it caused. It was this that when you sick, they say you stop eating, and that's when I noticed the first time when I was hospitalized that I stopped eating. Maybe the second day in, and then I lost appetite. So they thought COVID. Oh no! So I got tested for COVID. That was out of the window. The flu, anything else that was they tested before, that was out the window. So they came to their little determination that I had walking pneumonia, but then they didn't know that I had valley fever. And so until I was hospitalized the second time, the 21st, I believe, of November. I think maybe like the third day in, but a doctor did come in before that and said, "Hey, I have reason to believe that based upon your records or your track record, so to speak, your medical records, some of the doctors couldn't figure this out, but he was the first and only first doctor who was able to figure this out on the second time of my visit. And he said, "Yo, um, we treated you for pneumonia. That's over with. What you got going on now is valley fever, which was already in existence when we get caught sick with pneumonia." And I'm like, "What?" And then I still couldn't talk. My wife had to speak for me. It was crazy. So that's when I was hospitalized, maybe like 13 days or something like that. And then the results did finally come back in like 4 to 5 days or so from this place that they sent it out to, and then it came back positive that I had valley fever. And man, when I heard that word, I've heard that before from other people who have had it and have had it and have had it, and some didn't survive. Some have either had amputation, leg, arm, ear, nose. I'm sorry I have to tell y'all that, but it is what it is. Foot, leg, um, yes, amputation, surgery. Um, some portion of the back had to be removed. That's this stuff ain't no joke. Valley fever is no joke, I promise y'all. But so thank God I didn't have to go through all that chemotherapy on that hard on the. I had to take some hardcore medication, but think of it just as like chemotherapy, kind of so to speak. But they give it a different name. I didn't do the laser thing or whatever, so I didn't have to go through that. But I had to end up getting a biopsy on my third visit to the hospital because the doctor thought after I had got released from that second visit in the hospital, and I was still suffering, and I had to be hospitalized a third time. And then that's when the doctor thought, okay, I must have kind of cancer or something, because he sees something on my back, but he didn't know that it's the coxy medication that they was giving me for the valley fever, and including they was still giving me medication for pneumonia too. So they was hooking me up with both of that stuff. And so when I went home, they was like, I was still hurting and badly, and where couldn't walk, talk, sleep, eat, and throwing up, everything, losing weight. It was wow. Yeah, went back. And then this doctor say, hey, you going to another hospital. Next I know, an ambulance picking me up, taking me to another hospital. And then they did the back biopsy, and then that came back negative. After 4 days in that hospital out in Oakland. And then sent me back home for a few more days. And then I started noticing, or we started noticing, that I wasn't getting better. It was going the other way. So I had to be hospitalized. I think it was toward the end of 2025 again, going into 2024 going into 2025. I think it was I had to go into the hospital. I was supposed to go into the hospital during Christmas. That's when my doctor wanted me to go in, but I wanted to be with my family in case something happened. Anyway, so I went in on the 28th and on 24, and then came out 25. I think the latter part of January, and then moving forward, I was working on recovering, but the medication that they wanted me to be on was super harsh, off the hook, and again, I thought I was gonna kick the bucket then. And then I had to be hospitalized one more time, and then that's when my infection doctor said, "Listen, we're gonna stop this stuff. We're gonna clean you out. We're gonna try another medication. We got to hold you here. I think 10 days. Yeah, for another 10 days to see how I respond to the next medication that they gave me, which is called Vocodazole. So I'm on that. It's an oral pill, and then all of a sudden I'm able to walk. All of a sudden I'm able to talk. I can brush my teeth, brush my hair, get in the shower, put my shoes on, get my socks on. I can eat. I started gaining weight, and then of course y'all obviously know I eventually started being able to finish this book little bit by little bit, and I was able to get it sent out May something. Is it time already? Oh no! All right, I gotta take my medication, y'all. That's my call. Medication time. But anyways, I was able to do all this other stuff, and basically things start to turn around for me for right now, and keep me in prayer that everything continue to keep going better. Sometimes I'm still feeling a little sick every other few days, but yeah, valley fever is no joke to play with. People might ask, how do you keep from getting it? Stop breathing. You probably think that's a joke. No, I'm for sure, for real. I was breathing it from the elements from outside. Wear a face mask. Face mask ain't gonna stop that, because at some point you gotta take your face mask off. But it's from the earth. They call it the earth, the dirt from the earth, and it travels in the air. It falls on your car. It can fall on the tree. It can fall on your dog. It can fall on your lawn. It can fall on your front porch. It can fall wherever you touch it. You breathe it. It's in your system. It may dormant there until all of a sudden something triggers it to come out and hit you. Like it hit me. I didn't see it coming. Didn't even know I was even sick to begin with, because it happened just like a snap of a finger. Today I was feeling great. The next day thought I was gonna be out of here. So, anyways, this is your bowl. I got the goes. I'll turn everything off, I think, almost. And I'm gonna go grab me something to eat, because losing a little weight already. I started to notice my weight changed from last Sunday, or actually this past Sunday. So my weight started. I started losing 2 pounds already. So that's. I'm not gonna say that's not a good thing, and I'm not gonna say it's not a bad thing. But I'm noticing that I've lost. I've lost 2 pounds. Yeah. So I gotta watch that and keep my eye on that. That I'm not losing weight. So I gotta go eat. All right, I gotta eat. But sometimes I don't feel well. And when I don't feel well, I won't eat. And so yeah, y'all pray for me that I get better. And this next book comes out before anything happens. But anyway, y'all pray for me that just know it's not God's will for me to leave. Yeah, but the project ain't done yet. But I'll pray for me. I'm not actually. I don't feel sorry for me, nothing like that. Just keep me in your prayer. Keep me lifted up. That I'll get out of this thing 100% and get well 100% and be back to normal or better or whatever. So love y'all. Love y'all. United States, United Kingdom, or wherever y'all are in the world. Y'all have a nice evening, nice day, or nice afternoon, depending on where you at in the world. TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Peace and love and cornbread. Y'all have a wonderful day. Outie.